one's the purslane. It's very high in omega-3 fatty acids. Cudweed. This one's Oxalis. Looks a little bit like clover. This one here. With the flowers, yeah, it looks a bit like clover. Got a lemony taste. Here's the slender celery. It tastes a little bit like parsley. It's called Siddhar Rhombifolia. Looking sow thistle, and you can see flower. And these leaves are okay to just eat raw in a salad, or you can cook it like spinach. It actually has a milky sap. So not all milky sap is bad. A young one. It's like just a good salad green. It's called sow thistle. Sow thistle variety, but still. So this is called Blackberry Nightshade. The green berries are mildly toxic, so they'll make you feel sick in the tummy if you eat the berries when they're green. But when they're black, they're really good. Andra, it's a native, and the seeds are edible, and also the bottom of the shoots are edible of the leaves, and with that it tastes a bit like peas, and there's a lot of it grow. Shoot that I've successfully pulled out from the lamandra, and nibbling on that white part at the end, it's a bit like peas. This is Commelina Bengalensis. You can tell that it's Commelina Bengalensis because the leaves are slightly furry, and it's an edible. Also, it's got purple flowers. There's see over there, there's one with purple flowers.
Yeah.
Can't quite focus on it. It's native to Asia, and it's a
you get a whole lot of it.
yeah, it's considered to be a really bad invasive in Australia, but it's edible. You can cook it. I've tried it raw, and it's not too bad. This is mallow. You can eat it raw, or you can cook it. It's actually where marshmallow originally came from. I've also had very good success with fermenting it into kimchi. Instead of using cabbage, using this. This one here is Gotu Cola, and Asians love to have it in salads. It's also got some sort of medicinal quality. It's worth looking up. Gotu Cola. Here you can see the seed pod there. It's edible. The seeds are edible. The leaves are edible. It's called plantain, ribwort plantain. Here's a better example of the plantain. You can see there's the seed pod and the plant. Grass-like leaves, furry leaves. Ribwort plantain. This dandelion here. You can tell dandelion because it's got serrated edges to the leaves, and the serration sort of comes back into a point. It's like a hook, a fish hook sort of edge to the, or shark tooth shaped edge to the leaf. That's the dandelion flower, and dandelion flower has one stem, one flower stem. That dandelion is the leaf doesn't have hairs on it. It's a smooth leaf. Dandelion look-alike. It's actually just as good as dandelion, and it's edible, so you don't have to worry too much. But it has hairy leaves and the edge of the leaf is rounded, whereas the dandelion is pointy. Flower, unlike the dandelion, the flower stem branches off. It's not just one stem, it sort of it diverges like that. Really good one if you like stuff that's got a real hot sort of aftertaste. It's called swinecress.
Oh, yeah.
So have a little taste of it if you like.
The one with the little teeny leaves.
Yeah. Yeah, this one here. This one here is the Cape Gooseberry. So if you find one that's actually, if you look around and get one with the old looking thing, now put inside.
Oh, wow.
Now an animal's already eaten that one, but inside it's got a little tomato. Here's one, I think. I can get on the video.
So it has to be yellow.
Yeah.
Because all these ones,
And
they're not ripe enough, I imagine.
yeah, so
Oh wow.
so here,
So that's
and
ripe.
that's okay to eat. Yeah, have a
right
nibble.
there.
It's green amaranth. Here's really good amaranth. You can see the seeds. Those seeds you can just cook them. You can grind them up and you can make a flour, like a thickener or a soup thickener from it. Very high in protein.
Sort of like chia seeds, are they?
Yeah. You can if you fry them, it's like popcorn too. They sort of pop. You have to put the lid on the fry pan. The amaranth, like it, I actually often just use scissors and come in and cut off the top, get the seeds. So this is the Monsteria. You can tell the Monsteria because it's got the Swiss cheese in the leaves.
And it's edible?
It has a fruit that's edible. The fruit is probably starting to come into season. The fruit tastes a bit cross between a banana and a pineapple, very sweet. And it's got these black seeds that are very sharp. They're like spines, so you have to try and pick out the seeds. Don't let the seeds touch your tongue or it will sting. Here is the fruit starting to come out of the Monsteria. It's got a hexagonal skin, and it's not ripe until that starts to just sort of fall off. Native bee feeding on the Monsteria.
Is that what we're
flower.
looking for? That's the fruit? That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so that's the flower, and then it turns into this.
Okay.
And underneath the skin is the edible part. When you don't cook it, this is a fruit.
Okay.
It's like cross between a banana and a pineapple in flavour.
Okay. Wow.
Monsteria deliciosa.
That's
Pelosa, cobbler's pegs, or farmer's friends are common names, and the leaves are edible. The whole plant's edible. It's try and get the young leaves. You can cook it. Quite nutritious. It's called Siddhar Rhombifolia. We've already seen Siddhar Rhombifolia. This is related and has similar properties. Like it's a bit of a pick-me-up that you can eat the leaves. I actually prefer this one, the cordifolia, to the rhombifolia. The leaves just seem to be more appealing to me personally on this one. And yeah, a bit of a stimulant in the leaves. Plant here, it's called Pepperwort. I'll just zoom in on the leaves too. And it's in the mustard family of plants. The leaves, they taste a bit like rocket to me. So it's an okay salad plant. Pepperwort, or least pepperwort, is the name of it. This one here is a native Commelina Cyania. Scurvy weed. There's Commelina Cyania with its flower. It's got a very vivid blue flower.
Same as this?
Yeah, that's it. Often confused with Wandering Dew, which has white flowers, and Wandering Dew has like a sticky, milky sap. Here is called Dock, and it's like a spinach.
Which one's that?
This one here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it likes to grow in very wet areas. You can just cook it like spinach. I've actually got a video on the YouTube that's a spinach pie that I made with dock instead of spinach. There's a really healthy looking dock.